having a performance and people singing the words of some of the songs that I wrote or performed is like, all right, it's a different feeling. So I would definitely say those moments are very special. Yeah, I would definitely say it's, like you said, just a modern R&B and type of really feeding off of that old R&B feeling and old R&B, because that's just really what I love. I love just true, authentic R&B. So also turning that into, you know, what's around me, my culture, what's Atlanta, and just how I grew up, and just also having a good time. It's really just how I kind of fused the two of just having, you know, that real authentic old school R&B, but also putting a new spin on it and making it young, making it fresh, making it fun. And so, you know, that's where we're at right now, especially with Tip, and I think that definitely reflected it, especially reflecting just Atlanta as well. I've been singing forever. I mean, I've been kind of in chorus to plays to anything since elementary school, so music has always been an impactful part of my life. People around me was like, you know, always hearing me singing after I did kind of finish with school at Howard and everything like that. I was still singing. It was still just a part of me after kind of even doing, like you said, the fashion, the modeling aspect of it. But I remember just, you know, somebody was like, we got to get in the studio. When we got in that studio and I kind of just wrote something up, did it and laid it, and then that feeling of coming out and people like, yo, that's something, was something that I knew at that moment that was just very special, that was going to continue to be a part of my life, of just being able to create something and really resonate with people. So I definitely say that was a moment where I was like, okay, we might be on to something. This feels good. That's when I was like, all right, let's take this seriously. Let's take this shit seriously and really, you know, do what we need to do to keep having this feeling for real. Bruno Mars, John Legend, Missy Elliott, of course. Had the pleasure of working with her, so shout out to Missy Elliott. There's so many people that just, you know, I have influences by, but I can go on and on. Luther Vandross, Teddy Pendergrass, but like I said, I really love old school R&B, especially that I think is just all those legends of people that really just inspire me. Jazzy Faye, especially, shout out for working with him as well. So yeah, absolutely, I think those are good ones. First of all, just understanding that at the end of the day, it is a business, and that having your correct team, shout out Nas Entertainment, shout out my mom, for just people who really handle that business thing in a sense, because, you know, I want to be creative. So all the time, you as a creative, you don't really, it's hard to navigate that type of world. So making sure that you especially have somebody that's handling your business, really rooting for you in all type of aspects, is extremely important. And even just seeing how serious that is from working at SoundExchange, because you're seeing these payouts, you're like, all right, who this going to? Making sure that this money's going to the right place. So definitely handle your business, and I definitely just had the, you know, opportunity just to see both sides of it. And now just being on the creative side is exactly, you know, where I wanted to be. And so, yeah, it's just full circle, and it's just really amazing to be in this position. I think the biggest moment for that just being at Atlanta radio and just being also performing at these events and things like that, or at the Hawks game and things like that. I mean, it's little moments that's like, okay, we fine, we doing what we trying to set out to do. I'm still, you know, I still want all the moments. I still want to continue to be pinched and just continue to surprise myself of getting and elevating and being in new places and spaces continuously. So still continue to have those, but yeah, definitely have some moments of just having a, like, wow, okay, this is now, I see it clicking. I see everything doing what I expected to do and what I wanted to do. And I see that people now recognize it as well. Having a performance and people singing the words of some of the songs that I wrote or performed is like, all right, it's a different feeling. So I would definitely say those moments are very special. Definitely more singles. New single coming out called I Know very soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Definitely more singles, projects, performances, and just really getting to the essence of R&B and just showing how much, you know, I love it and what I put so much of my passion into. So just really just releasing that in every type of way, through the music, through the visuals, through everything to come together fully. So definitely more music, definitely coming soon, projects, and yeah, you're gonna see me for sure. All right, first, we're going on tour, and it's sold out. So that's probably the main thing. I think that's just every artist. You just want to feel that tour life of just really connecting with fans and have people come out to just hear you. So that's a given. Rihanna collab, given. That's gotta be done. Oh, girl, absolutely. And I could go on a class for days. Pharrell, I feel like that would just be magic. So everybody gotta have to get Pharrell. That's like a moment where you're like, oh, we really out here. So definitely gotta give it Pharrell. #1 record will be amazing. Definitely have that on the radio, be doing what, everything that we're trying to do, and just finally just be happy. I mean, I think that's the main thing that I absolutely want out of life. In 5 years, no matter what's going on, I definitely want to be happy. I think that's the main criteria. So yeah, that's 5 and 5.